Hello, and welcome to our feasibility study entitled Embedded Intelligent Empathy. My name is Anna Chatzimichali, and I'm the primary investigator of this project. Have you ever wondered why many times most of us get frustrated with our everyday objects or with the spaces we inhabit? Or ever wondered why we instantly have a deep connection with other objects or spaces? The main reason is the designer's empathy. Designers are specifically trained to position themselves in the user's shoes and translate their ideas of user hopes and dreams into actionable products. But of course, the designer's empathy has always limitations. We are here today to challenge the way we design by looking at the next generation of computer-based tools to expand the empathic horizon of design. Our goal is to integrate empathy in machine-based design. But how do we actually do that? Or can it even be done? Together with my brilliant team, we are here to answer those questions. We are an interdisciplinary team of designers, architects, and engineers. We are also joined by industrial partners in the area of design for well-being that use design empathy every day in their practice. The core of the team is based in UWE Bristol and is comprising of myself, a senior lecturer in design, and a design researcher. Dr. Murat Barakat, who is a senior lecturer in computational design and an architect by training, and Dr. Yaya Lavahpour, a senior lecturer in architecture who focuses on aesthetics of form in the optimization process. Driving our novel methodology, we are joined by Dr. Miriam Calvo, a lecturer in the Imagination Lancaster Group and an expert in participatory and collaborative approaches to design. Finally, we have Dr. Ying Liu, who is a reader in intelligent manufacturing in Cardiff University with expertise in engineering informatics and design methodology. Also, we have joining us our amazing team of industrial partners who don't just have an advisory role in this project, they're essentially helping us build a framework through collaborative design. Annie Lywood from Bonnie Binary, Olga Krovenko, and Chata Kula by Vastu, who are tackling similar concepts in their practice. Products for sensory needs, user quality of life, and emotional embodiments in robotics. We are lucky to have such a strong and committed team. They have all rolled their sleeves and are prepared to get their hands dirty in this project. Now, let's go back to the basics. What is actually empathy? Have you ever wondered? We define empathy as the ability of a designer to situate themselves in the mental state of others. This ability can be analyzed through two dimensions according to the literature. First, affective, which is essentially a mirrored experience through designers feeling something very close to sympathy. However, there's a big difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is feeling something for someone, for their own situation. Empathy is feeling something with someone. So it's mirroring the feelings of the person that you have next to you. The second dimension is cognitive. We refer to designers' understanding of how others might experience the design object or the design space. So it's more knowledge-based. Within these two dimensions, everybody has limitations. We, or the literature essentially, call this limitation an empathic horizon, meaning that individuals have limited ability to empathize beyond their own boundaries. Design was traditionally a craft-oriented discipline. Design outcomes were largely dependent on the designer's technical knowledge, their creativity, and their competency of understanding others. This is essentially the same both in creative design and within an engineering design process. As design progressed and became even more complex, we needed computers to aid the design process. So with the introduction of computers and computational design platforms, We have designers breaking the boundaries of technical knowledge and reaching a new level of complexity. On one side, we have pioneers of algorithmic design. At the Architecture Association and the MIT Architecture Machine Group, which is currently known as the MIT Media Lab, they developed mathematical frameworks to systematize design. Since then, computational platforms had matured to a degree that now can automatically generate design solutions through multiple algorithms. But one major concern has always been the fact that humanistic aspects of design have been left behind, or were left to the actual designer of the computational algorithm. On the other hand, the hard side, we have design thinkers and more humanity-oriented domains that question computational methods to make appropriate design decisions. They listed empathy as one of the human values that differentiated the design discipline from any other discipline. They have been using qualitative approaches such as design toolkits and discussions with the users to design for the user. But there is a big problem in this side too. Basically, as we move to smart design and intelligence systems that are advancing vis-a-vis automation, architecture, and manufacturing, we constantly need data-informed designs. So it's hard to bring in an empathy-driven process those more quantitative elements. On the top of that, of course, the industry has immersed into the paradigm of computation. So we are here today to stop this dichotomy. We want to bring the heart into the system, into the more systemic design approach. How are we going to do that? We cannot simply emerge established method without a fundamental realignment of that. So remember my original question, the frustration with design products? There is also a lot of frustration with computer algorithms that have developed without the human in the loop. And with algorithms taking charge of our daily life, we really do not need more frustration of a mindless machine in control. So how are we going to improve computational design if we don't align with it? So we want to shift the paradigm to realign the goal of computational algorithms in order to aid the designer through a bespoke empathic process. To test the feasibility of this innovative idea, we think that if we interweave processes for both ends of the spectrum, we can succeed. So from humanities, we employ the method of co-design and conduct participatory workshops with experts to systematically understand the role of empathy and develop a common framework. On the other end of the spectrum, we integrate codified patterns and input of empathetic design into a generative algorithm to test the emulation of the user's intuition. The role of co-design session is to build a framework for embedded empathy in computational design. So collectively, industrial partners and academics, we will explore the co-design methods and produce a framework that enables participants in this process and beyond to expand and explore their own empathic horizon. Our goal is to align computational design, the types of inputs, outputs, and algorithm with what goes with computational design, with aspects of the process that are currently considered immeasurable. So we know that computers can intelligently aid design, but can a computer really aid empathic design? We can encode, we can optimize, we can automate design decisions. Still, can a computer really appreciate and identify with human needs? And how do human aspirations align with these designs generated by a computational algorithm? Our team has excellent expertise in co-design research, but we need to go beyond the mutual learning process and create a shift in the discourse within the field. By working with a diverse team of researchers, academics, designers, and practitioners, our goal is to expand our empathic horizon. And through mutual learning, we foresee even a greater widening of our collective horizon. Thank you very much for being with us today. I am Anna Chatzimichali, And if you would like to join us in this endeavour, we organise an online group discussion at the 11th of June, so please do get in touch with us. Thank you again.